No moi, it's Joinen. Last week I asked you guys to leave me some of your nice guys situations, some of your nice guys run-ins, and you guys did just that. There's a lot of them, so sorry if yours doesn't make the cut, but let's just jump into it. This first one sent in by Honeybear on Twitter. Hey, how are you? Hey, I'm okay. How about you? Like, what's up? We haven't talked in a while. I really miss talking to you. I'm super good, especially now that you're talking to me. Haha. Okay, so like, I heard you have a boyfriend. That's lame, since it's not me. Yep, we'll be a year in July. Joke. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's why I wanted to text you, silly. I miss you so much. Besides, you're my type of girl. I'm cooler than your boyfriend, right? You're cooler than any of my girlfriends I've ever had. That's not a real question, I hope. I mean, I've known you for longer than him, right? Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. John? I've decided his name is John. Yeah, I think it does. You didn't act like this last time we talked. I bet your boyfriend's controlling you. I bet he's a total douche like that. Oh, you mean last time we talked a year ago? But not me. I'm a nice guy, right? You're a nice guy, but you're not a good person. Oh, snap! The funny thing is that he probably didn't get what you meant by that. This next one comes from Chrisandra Caproni on Twitter. Let me set the scene for you. It is bright, yet not blistering hot yet. I have very little battery life on my phone, and I'm waiting for a ride, because I'm leaving for my court appearance for driving on a suspended license and figured driving myself there would not lend to my case. No, you're probably right. I decided to smoke a cigarette and see if I can't find a nice person to let me use their car charger for a moment. As I walk around, vaguely looking at cars to see if I can spot someone just waiting in their car, I notice a young man smoking a vaporizer, kind of following me. Now, since I'm more or less creeping around looking at people's cars, I give him the benefit of the doubt. He's probably not so much following me as making sure I'm not breaking into cars, so I give him a polite hello in my friendly voice, to which he begins to insist he knows me from somewhere, and I tell him I don't recognize him. Sorry. Yet he persists, asking me where I work, where I live, where I hang out. I'm like, dude, I don't know you. I begin to pretend to use my phone, which I cannot actually use because it's a hair's breadth from death. He starts telling me he's at the courthouse. I don't actively listen until he says his mother is very upset because she doesn't understand why they're not accepting her paperwork for the third time. He goes on to explain she isn't filling it out the way they want it filled out, but they're not telling her how to fill it out correctly and they can't afford a lawyer. So I start to offer advice, Legal Aid Society. But my ride arrives. He says, hey, can I get your number? I give it to him and hop in my Uber. He immediately texts me. I ask the Uber driver if I may use his car charger. The driver is quite nice and makes interesting conversation. I forget about the court guy's text until I get home and have not one but 3 texts from him. My Uber ride was 7 minutes. The first text is, hello. The second text is, hello. The third text is, why did you even give me your number? I text him back that I just saw his text and that, to be perfectly honest, I gave him my number because I wanted to offer my help to his mother so she can file her motion. This answer is not what he wants to hear. He begins to tell me how sexy I am. I tell him I'm married with 2 kids and that I only gave him my number so that I could offer help to his mother. He begins to try to psychoanalyze me, telling me that we both know that that's not why I gave him my number. Females are all the same. They want to appear innocent, but it's just a game. We really just want guys to chase after us. He goes on to tell me how much of a nice guy he is and how devoted he is to sexually pleasing his women. Much better than my husband could ever be, and goes on to imply that he doubts I even have a husband and that females use that line as an escape rope when they lead men on. Here's the thing, dude. Either she has a husband or she's saying she has a husband because she doesn't want to talk to you. Either way, you're not winning this one. I tell him I'm sorry for the misunderstanding, to please not text me any further, and I delete the conversation from my text app. But is that the last I heard of him? No. ... You okay? I don't know. I don't know if you're interested or whatever, or if it's your thing or not, but hey, I guess I'm gonna say it down. Get some sleep, been hanging out all day. I don't want to bother you too much, but if anything, this would be my last point of contact because, first of all, I have no idea what that text says. Let's face it. It's either you're in or out. Like you know what it's going to be or not in the first minute you meet someone. So basically, I want you by all means, and yeah, with. But I'm gonna be honest, I do want a lot more, so I'm not sure if that's what you're into with me or not, or whatever, but that's it. You have a blessed night, and I guess if you hit me up, we can go from there. This guy's talking like he's talking to his ex. Hey, sorry about the other night. I got toasted and almost and all in my feelings, but I really do mean well, and I do like you. Like, everything you're about, the idea. I know we don't know each other, but I want to make what possible. Can we please talk? Yeah, you know what? I deserve this. I'm an asshole, but at least I'm an asshole that accepts you for who you are, Cassandra. I was drunk, shaking my head. Alright then, and yeah, you have been quick. See you later. Just wish you were a little bit more understanding, but it's whatever. So does this mean I can't eat your... Hey, good morning, beautiful. Hope you're having a blessed day. Love, heart. Hey, just want you to know that I forgive you. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you have a good night. He also texted me from 3 different numbers to try circumvent my efforts to ignore him. My favorite part is that he tells me that I'm an asshole, but at least I'm an asshole that accepts you for who you are. Because apparently he knows me very deeply after a very brief interaction totaling less than 10 minutes, which ended in being told not to contact me any further. This is legit. Like, this isn't just nice guy. This is like serious stalker stuff. This next one comes from Nora on Twitter. He used to message me pictures of himself and even offered to pay for my plane tickets to come to America to listen to his shitty band when I was 13 and 14. He went off because I said I was too tired to message back. Ha! WTF. Wow. I'll stop messaging you. Trust me, babe. If I was interested in messaging, you were a 1%er. Be glad you had that luxury. Love the nice guy approach. Love the Teddy Bundy analogy thesis. Don't mark yourself so high. Yeah, I was enjoying talking to ya. I don't talk to many girls because I don't want to waste my time with them coming at me some kind of way. That once again makes me lose hope in a few girls I decide to talk to. You're hilarious. Nice. Okay, this next one comes from pure unadulterated granulated cane sugar on YouTube. This is actually the top comment on the video. This is a kind of long, serious story about an encounter, so maybe skip if you want to laugh. It's not always funny with nice guys. I became friends with a guy a while ago who eventually confessed he had feelings for me, and we had a pretty mature conversation about how I didn't feel the same way, and he agreed to still be friends. Things went downhill from there. After a few months of confusion in which he repeatedly tried again, and I became more and more uncomfortable, and also noticing other friends start to act weird with me, it eventually came out that not only had he been insulting me behind my back, and even told another friend of ours that I wouldn't stop talking about how flirty everyone was to me, I realized friends who had drifted away had done so because they were worried I would think they were flirting. I found out that before the first rejection, he'd been talking about me in an incredibly degrading sense, mostly about my body and what was, in his mind, eventually going to happen between us. The breaking point was when I was at a pretty rowdy party with my friends. This guy was also there. I was pretty drunk and my friends ended up taking me home and putting me to bed. This guy came with them for some fucking reason, ended up lying to them that he left his shoes in my room and went in to get them. He didn't come out. I woke up with him in bed with me. My clothes were all still on and intact, but I don't remember the night. A few days after this is when all the truth came out. I was honestly heartbroken, realizing how badly I'd been misled, lied to, and used, all the while he was acting nice to my face and pretending to be my friend. I ended up needing to see a psychologist. He was two-faced, dishonest, manipulative, disrespectful, and selfish to the point where it didn't matter what I said or how many times I told him I wasn't interested, he kept trying to take what he wanted from me. What I'm saying is, it's all fun and games to laugh at these people, but the way they think about women doesn't stop with messages and posts, and it doesn't go away when they get into the real world and interact with the real people. I gave a nice guy a chance and ended up with hundreds of dollars of bills at a psych clinic. Okay, there's definitely something that needs to be said for the seriousness of situations like this. Nice guys on Reddit, Tinder, Instagram, wherever, they make for funny screenshots. At the end of the day, most of the stuff that gets seen and ends up in videos like this is the stuff that's funny and lighthearted and can mostly be solved by blocking the guy. When asking you guys for your nice guy situations, who knows what we would get? Because it wasn't curated by thousands of people who want something to laugh at. It's real, and it's not always something funny. But what it does do is provide a platform to bring awareness. Awareness won't take back what happened. Awareness won't give you back the money that you spent on therapy. But the more we shed light on these real life situations, the less space people like this have room to hide. They're probably not going to change after seeing a YouTube video, but if we as people, become more mindful of relationship imbalances, pay more attention to when our friends are opening up, or even notice when our friends themselves are acting manipulative, we can hopefully attempt to do something about it. Because, man, if someone could have been on the lookout in this situation and done something about this, it could have made a big difference in someone's life. Look after your friends. I do want to say that there are extreme cases like this, but at the same time, not every nice guy is this far gone. A lot of nice guy behavior just comes down to immaturity, and it's something that many nice guys have admitted that they've grown out of as they become more aware of it and can see how ridiculous their actions are. Anyway, that got serious. I'll see you tomorrow.